So somebody just left a comment on my day 2 video, which you can find here, about my moldy hay situation. And it's enough to have me running out to the tractor to go and pull that moldy hay bale out of the goat pen. And this would be a good day for the tractor to start quickly. Yes! So thank you to you who left a comment saying that moldy hay fed to goats can cause listeriosis in your goats, which of course I'm a fact checker, and so I ran a quick Google search and I was sick to my stomach, feeling like, oh no, what have I done to my goats? So upon a quick Google search, it says that goats can get listeriosis, which is quite serious, from moldy and spoiled hay or silage, or like a quick sudden change in feed or poor quality feed, and your goats can get sick on it. And that is why I am now out here. After all my chores were already done, I'm warming up the tractor, and I'm gonna get that bale. Where are we? I'm gonna get that bale out of here, and I'm just gonna dump it, because I can't risk my herd getting sick because I'm leaving a spoiled hay bale in there. And sure, they're picking it apart and they're eating some of the tidbits in there, but it's stinky, guys. It is a moldy bale. It's not like they're eating mold necessarily, but they're probably breathing in mold spores. And so the more I think about it right now, I'm just gonna act, and I'm gonna pull it out of there, because I've invested way too much time, love, money, and effort into these girls. But this is why I do this. I'm learning too. The fun part of this is my husband's probably gonna think that I'm crazy. However, he also trusts me when I do a quick search. Even if it is quick, I will go inside and I will do some more research tonight, just so I can provide educated information. But all I had to read was moldy, spoiled hay fed to goats can cause listeriosis. And I went, I gotta go fix this, and I gotta go fix this right now. No, stay in there, Willow. Right, let's see if I can get in here a second time. I was able to open the gate up just a little bit wider. Just make sure I don't stab anybody. And out it comes. Ugh, I can smell it. It's just bad. I'm sure people have fed worse to their animals, but I can't. It's just, no. Now the real question is, where do I put it? Not quite sure. Like, a good bale should be falling apart when I'm driving around with no net wrap and no string on it, and it's not. Like, look at this thing. It's still intact somehow. Whereas that bale, which is a good bale, was falling apart. I don't know. Maybe we'll just stick it right in here. guys can't see anything. My multitasking is not. There. Bravo. Good riddance. To be quite honest, it had been crossing my mind like all day long. Maybe that's why I didn't sleep well last night, and I just felt stressed and I couldn't figure out why I felt stressed. Anyways, I've actually been thinking about this bale, and I'm like, is this the right thing? You know, could this make my goats sick? Would I ever forgive myself if it did make them sick? You know, are they smart enough to not eat the bad hay, but while they're going to be breathing in the bad fumes? And I was just like, is this going to cause problems within their pregnancy and having unhealthy babies? My brain was kind of going through it. And so I guess it was just the confirmation that I needed, that I had to get that bale out of there. And so that feels better now that that is done. And so I will just feed them the good stuff. And I did talk to somebody about getting some straw bales in, just because I need bedding for my animals. So that is coming eventually. But it's just been one of those years where it's been hard to find hay, just because we've had another year of drought. And so we haven't had very much hay around. And whatever hay has been available has been incredibly expensive. Maybe I'll have to make a whole nother video about how much we spent on round hay bales for this winter. It's crazy. Let's just say we could have taken our whole family on vacation. Instead, we're feeding our animals. That's how expensive the hay is. And so it can be detrimental when all of a sudden you've got one bale that's completely rotten that you can't feed to your animals. Like I mentioned in the previous video, including delivery costs, that one bale was $190. And there's 3 of them total that don't look very good. And so I'm really, really hoping that the farmer brings me some replacements. At the very least, replace them. And if not, come pick them up, pick up the rotten bales and give me my money back, please, so I can go and find something else or buy hay cubes or whatever I have to do to keep my animals fed and healthy and happy. Yeah, I should not have to be forced to feed my animals rotten hay to keep them from starving. And yeah, so thank you to the person who left the comment saying that it can cause listeriosis in goats, because I honestly didn't know that. I was concerned that maybe the rotten hay could make them sick, but obviously you guys aren't like here where you can smell it, you can feel it, you can see it in person, because it looks different through the lens of a camera. And so it's not like it's, you know, dripping with mold and that sort of thing, but it's bad enough for me to go, yeah, I probably should not be feeding this to my goat. So thank you again so much for that comment.